Hey Vinyl Community, Mark here again from Sound Matters, hope you're all well. So today we're talking about books for record collectors. So if you like vinyl records and you're into having a good old reading session, then this is the video for you. We'll cover a wide range of the books that are out there on the market, anything suitable from the newbie vinyl nut right up to the fully seasoned hoarders. So let's get straight into the video. First up on the list is this book called Booze and Vinyl. So as the clue is in the name, essentially if you're into craft drinks and you're into listening parties, this is the book for you. So what you can do is, this is basically described as the ultimate listening party guide. So if you like to have friends over for a few drinks, pick out a few records, then you can really set the atmosphere right with a paired drink for each record. It takes you from the 1950s up to present day, some really classic records, and it helps you pair them with a suitable drink that just sets the atmosphere and sets the mood for your listening party. So whether that be with your significant other, your spouse, or a whole host of friends, it's a nice way of kind of experiencing and creating an experience together. I think, the craftness of good quality drinks and records are often a match made in heaven, and this is a nice way to just add to the whole experience that records are. So part of the whole joy of collecting records is, of course, the experience. So if you'd like to set the scene just that little bit further, then check out this book. It's a really nice coffee table book. You'll enjoy flicking through it too. Next up, we've got The Art of Making Vinyl Records. Now, this book's been out for a little while yet, but if you can get a copy of it, it's well worth picking up. Another really nicely presented coffee table companion type book. It's even got this kind of vinyl groove type texture on the top here. I really like the attention to detail as to how this book was put together. And, rightly so, because the artwork, of course, clues in the name, kind of takes the centre stage here. But if you'd like to dig into the fascinating history behind vinyl and, of course, celebrate the rebirth of the format, it's a fantastic book to go into some of those details as well. There's a whole bunch of information about classic record labels, anything from Def Jam to Motown to Verve, all these kind of classic labels that we celebrate through history across a wide range of genres. So if you like to delve into some of the history and details behind that as well, there's plenty to get your teeth sunk into. But the artwork does take the centre stage here, and you'll learn about a lot of rare releases, limited editions, picture discs, it just celebrates the whole kind of physicality of vinyl, and that's why it's a great book and that's why it's on this list. Now, next on my list is a book that I don't actually have yet, but it's next on my list to buy because it looks really good. It's called Dust and Grooves, Adventures in Record Collecting. And essentially, if we go over to Amazon here and just take a quick look at it, the premise behind it is that a really good photographer called Elan Paz, who's also a big record guy himself, tries to document some of the world's most impressive record collections out there and really just celebrate the love for the format, some of the biggest hoards he could find, and just talented photography behind it, but also some really fascinating interviews with some of the world's most famous big record collectors. So if we just open it up inside as well, there's a quote I really like in here. "The beauty of vinyl is the act and sound. No other format works the same. Music breathes on vinyl. It has heart and forces you to listen in a much different way than an MP3. I enjoy the physicality of the experience." So you can see the interviews, the people he speaks to on here are really passionate behind the format, and I'm just keen to delve into this book and just kind of give it a good read, because I think I just share a lot of the same views as to why we love vinyl so much, and that really kind of resonates with me, that statement. And there's some really fun photography on here, so if you have the book, if you've read it already, then let me know what it's like down in the comments below. This next book is perfect for my UK viewers. Now, apologies to all of my US subscribers, because I know most of you are based in the US, but this is a fantastic definitive guide to all the independent record stores up and down the land. So all four corners of the country. If you're going on holiday this summer, for example, within the UK, then I recommend you take this book with you. I took this with me on our family holiday last summer and personally explored a whole bunch of the stores within this book and found some real gems in the process. Graham has a wealth of experience as a rep, going up and down all the stores, the independent stores, and visiting them throughout his career, so he's got some real stories to tell about the people who run these independent stores as well. It's a great read. You should definitely pick it up if you're based in the UK and you like to travel around. If your travelling scope is a little bit more broad than just the UK, then I recommend you check out Marcus Barnes's book Around the World in 80 Record Stores. Now, this really is the definitive guide to the best vinyl emporiums on the planet. So some of the best record stores out there. If you're going all over the world and you're looking for the best record stores out there, then this is the book you should check out. It's a nice hardback coffee table book as well, really nicely presented. Go check it out. Next on the list is the HAYNES Owner's Workshop Manual, How to Get the Best from Your Vinyl Records and Kits. Now, if you're an audiophile looking for engineer level detail here, you might be left a little bit wanting, but if you're new to record collecting or you're dusting off an old collection for the first time, then there's plenty to get your teeth into here. And interestingly, if you fancy trying your hand at a little bit of DJ technique, there's also a small section on that in there as well. So you can check out all the books that I'm mentioning, by the way, down in the description below if you want to go check them out for yourself. So this last one is a bit of a curveball actually, because it isn't really a book, but it kind of is a book. It's a diary, it's a catalogue of your record collection. So if you're not the kind of person that likes to keep a wish list on Discogs or document their entire collection on Discogs, you want to do it the all analog way if you like, maybe in a journal or a diary like this that you could pass on to your grandkids or your children so that they know a little bit more about your record collection and what makes your records unique and the story behind them, then this could be a really useful tool for you, a really nice thing to pass down. If you open it up here, you can see there's some really nice structured pages for writing information about your particular version of each record, documenting your collection, and you can write a little bit of blurb, a bit of story behind it. You know, where did you get the record? What's special about it? What stories do you have to tell? What memories do you have about that record? I think that's a really nice thing to be able to put together, handwritten, and then pass down to somebody. So for that reason, I would look at getting one of these myself. You know, there is some kind of extra information in there as well, just about kind of record cleaning and some extra little bits tapped on if you like, but the main thing really is that it's a diary and a journal about your collection, and every record collection has a story to tell, so maybe you could document yours. So that concludes today's list. Thank you ever so much for watching. All the books mentioned are linked in the description below, so do check them out for yourself. Now, which books have we missed? There's bound to be a whole host of extra books out there that we haven't mentioned on this video that you would recommend to the Sound Matters viewers. So let us know in the comments below which books you like about record collecting. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.